Let's bring in Clare Lopez, president of Lopez Liberty LLC. She has extensive knowledge when it comes to the subject of Iran and terrorism. Clare, good to be with you as always. A lot of moving parts here today. But first, I want to begin with the fallout from that drone attack that killed 3 American service members in Jordan. The Secretary of Defense, that is, said it's time to take away even more capability from Iran-backed proxies. Clare, how can the U.S. accomplish that without widening the war in the Middle East? And what do you think should be done?
You know, I think that it's been almost 4 days or more since that attack in the northeastern corner of Jordan, which borders on there at Syria and also Iraq. 4 days. And what the United States government and our defense secretary are now broadcasting is, well, we need to strike back somehow, but, you know, we're working on it and, you know, we'll get to it. Broadcasting that we're going to fire back, giving them as much advance warning to get out of the way, they being the Shiite proxy militias, probably Kataib Hezbollah among those of the Iraqi resistance front, as they call them, get out of the way. And oh yes, also the one that is actually organizing and directing, arming, funding, training these Shiite Islamic Jihad militias is Iran. And any of their forces, IRGC, Quds Force, that may be in the region, have had all the time in the world now to step away, to move away. What are we going to do? Hit some empty warehouses again?
Yeah, and I want to talk about the Houthis specifically right now. The U.S. and the U.K. Stage attacks on Yemen, as you know, bombing military storage sites, radar installations, and most recently, late last night, the U.S. military carried out new strikes against 10 drones. Clare, do you think these incremental attacks, I mean, are they a deterrent here?
No, not at all. And the simple evidence for that is that the attacks continue. Obviously, they're not deterred. The point here being that the actual sponsor of these Shiite militias, be they the Houthis or be they the Shiite militias in Iraq and Syria, they are not deterred. They continue their attacks. And defensive action against the incoming drones and missiles and so forth, okay, that is good. We're glad that nothing, you know, American assets, naval vessels in the region, other commercial shipping were not hit. But that doesn't deter anything. And the point being that the sponsor for all of this is Iran, until the Iranian regime in Tehran itself feels the consequences for its sponsorship of these Islamic jihadi terrorist organizations. Until it feels that response, personally, that is Iranian regime, the attacks won't stop. I could give one example very quickly here, and that is that the Iranians have had one of their own naval vessels positioned in the Gulf of Aden off the coast of Yemen all of these weeks, directing, providing the intelligence for the Houthis and their attacks against shipping in the region, Gulf of Aden, Red Sea, Bab el-Mandeb.
Clare,
nobody touches the ship. Nobody does a thing about the ship.
Yeah, Clare, we are almost out of time here, but really quickly, final thoughts. Where do you see this all going?
I think that either the United States has to, yes, escalate and cause the Iranian regime to take a pause because they themselves and their assets, their personnel are being targeted, or this will continue.
All right, we're going to leave it right there. Clare, always great to get your insights. Appreciate it.
Thank you.